Your thinking. One of the things that, you know, might speed up your process as a brand founder, as the person who is in charge of the brand development, and aka being just a creative director of your brand, is your thinking. It's correlated directly to where your brand is heading into, right? So if your thinking is poor as the founder, if you think the opportunities are out there, if you think that things are kind of going outside of the way, then the reality is going to transform that, and you're going to see that a lot of times you will not get the success and the results that you want to achieve from the certain action, all because of your thinking was wrong. So in order for me to change up my trajectory and change up my thing, I was always cautious about like how can I change my thinking into thinking more positive about my brand, like for the Love Studio. I was always cautious about that. What is something that is stopping me to exactly like get the access and get the ability to be free as the founder for the Love Studio? I was kind of like always lacking of the point, I was like, man, like I'm gotta improve more, I gotta be better as the founder, and always something was there to track me down. So one of the things that I did, and I completely changed up my way, is like I just changed my thinking onto like that I'm not able to control everything, right, on my brand. Like I can be as much as valuable for the brand, for the artist, for all the people I'm working with, but it's all sorry, only up to me to change my thinking and change my thinking about my brand, right? So one of the things that I changed, and that was like a necessary base, is that I changed my thinking from the terms of like, I'm not getting enough, to the point of that, I'm on the big point now. Like I have things going on for my brand. So I changed completely my thinking onto thinking that I don't have time for my brand, towards that I do have time to my brand. I just gotta delegate more. I gotta have more experienced people around me. Because initially it's like, as a founder, you might come to thinking that you can do everything by yourself and it's not going to be a problem. But like later down the road you will see that it's going to be a problem, because you won't be able to take everything by yourself to the road, right? You're going to be struggling to maintain everything. At least from my experience, I can speak for myself. Like I took so much responsibility under developing the brand that at a certain point it was like, man, it was enough, right? Like, because I had to manage quite a lot, and quite a lot of life responsibilities also come in. You gotta take care of yourself, you gotta take care of your life beyond of the project. So I guess people that more experienced than me in this field, they understand the point of that, is that just focus on being good at something you can be good at. And I would advise you to change your thinking towards like you can control and maintain everything, towards of that. You just gotta try out things. If they work, it's good for you. If they don't, you move forward. That's how you're gonna like speed up the process. That's how you're gonna make it different compared to other thinking that you had. Because before, I think you might cut up yourself into thinking that you are not enough and there's no much opportunities for you. But I was just all about to change your thinking towards that there's more opportunities. Just my problem that I haven't changed my thinking to delegation yet, right? So now is main job for you is to change your thinking to delegation. Thinking you're like think that have more experienced people around you, have like more excitement to towards your brand. And if you have this energy that sometimes like overboosting you, use that to your advantage. And use that to complete ability to control the outcomes rather than escaping them. Because you can really control the outcomes, as back to previous video, like once you detach from them and etc. But like one of the things that you for sure can control is the ability to you to know that you can just change the way of you observe things, right? Simple as that. Practical tools. Next time you have something going on, you worry about your brand project, just change your thinking towards that. I can be good at everything, I just gotta delegate more. Have some people around you. Try to find a team. It can be everyone. Like it can be people that follows you, they can be a team. Be more open-minded overall, right? If you have friends that you've been hanging out and they are good at something, why won't you just like message them and ask them like, hey, bro, I've been building this brand up, we are buddies, maybe you should try out, I can't guarantee that you will get paid right away, but at least you have ability to improve yourself. They might not refuse it, they might come in and they might help you to develop the brand. But all you're thinking is that you might get shame, you might get fear, and it just all starts with thinking that, you're not good enough and it's not worth trying. But people on the other sides, on the sideline, they've been watching you, they've been knowing that you have something going on as your brand founder, right? They knew that, you've been on something bigger. And it's only you that's been on the downside and been like trying things and never getting something. So change your thinking, change your opportunities towards, change your way of thinking that you're not good enough towards that you are good enough, but you just don't have so much team around you, right? So that's why always do this resource, always do this thinking changer. It might boost you up quickly, more than you think. That's why ask your friends, ask your people around you, rich creators, reach to other creators, they might know more things. Overall, don't be that much into think that you know everything. No, you don't. And you will learn everything through the process. I might not be that much experienced yet as you see other creators, but one of the things that I always knew that and I always know before is that I just don't know things. I just don't know so much things. I still gotta learn every day. I still gotta ask questions to people who are more experienced than me in order to get the right results. I wasn't always saying that I'm the most experienced in the room. No, I was dumbest in the room. Still dumbest sometimes when I come into rooms. But one of the things that I cannot forgive and I cannot betray myself is that I will never stop understanding that I'm still the dumbest in the room, So, kind of like that. Ask friends, ask people around you. No shame, no guilt. Just go out there, you ask them. If it doesn't work, you just change your thinking towards the delegation, another way around. There's the AI, There's everything that AI mostly can do nowadays. All these copyright things, are getting outsourced to AI, so really possibilities is there. It's only your thinking sometimes that can stop you, so just some mental food, for you to see and to understand. But I'll see you soon, kind of short video again tonight. Still gotta recover with my voice, but yeah, I'll see you soon. So for the last studio speaking, peace.